On a good Saturday morning. Mm. You guys, I want to start out by saying thank you all who's joining me today. Make sure you hit the like button. I'm going to have my host come up today. We're going to do a morning version of all the shit that went on this week. So I'm going to drop the link for my host. Share the video out if you can. I don't do all that sharing, and no one shares you out when you stand alone. But I'm so glad I stand alone. I thank God I be over here just doing my thing. Now, listen. I don't know how long I'm gonna last this morning. I don't know. Let me know if the reception is bad because every time I'm in the basement, the reception is bad, and I'm a little sick this morning. I came downstairs so I could wash clothes, but I am very. I don't know what's going on with me. I think my back problems is causing me to be sick every day. So, prayerfully they'll get it together. To me, the physical therapy is not really helping. I feel worse the next day, and that's because I'm moving all these joints and muscles and all this stuff going on. So I am sick. I hear you loud and clear. Thank you, RNA Beautiful. Thanks for joining me, Sadie, Latasha, and BB Nice. I'm gonna drop the link right away for my co-host today because she had a lot to say. Now, her and I don't always agree, but we are really friends in real life. But we don't always agree. Her, Diva, and I, sometimes we bump heads, but we have much respect for each other. So you're allowed to have your opinion, and I'm allowed to have my opinion, and we just agree to disagree with much respect and love to each other. Now, I'm going to talk about all the contests, Lady Nika's contest. I even went over to VS's live to see a little bit of her contest. And I'm going to talk about the ganging up energy that don't really need to be directed towards somebody. I'm going to talk about King Roman News, Lady Nika, Pizarro. I'm going to talk about it all today. Now, they may not like it, but I'm always going to tell the truth. And do I care? Nope, because I truly stand alone. You have never seen me click up or gang up with anyone. I like who I like. I support who I like, but I'm going to always remain Mz.Teavalocity and stand alone. So let's get this show started, and we're going to hit every subject today because watching VS's and Lady Nika lives yesterday taught me a whole hell of a lot, and it should have taught you all a lot, and I'll get to that point in a minute. Thank you, Donna. Okay, so I to I'm nauseous as hell, but I'm gonna try to get through this. But I don't think I'll be on camera because my stomach is really upset, and hopefully I could get through this live. So hold on, I'm gonna drop the link for my co-host today because she has a lot to say. Okay, so let me copy this, and I'm sure Diva will be joining us. But y'all, I am nauseous as hell, and I don't know if it's the new medication or it's just when you have back problems like that and you remember a lot of your signals, your neurological signals go through your spine. All those little nerves and everything goes to your spine up to your brain. And right now, my spine is giving me a problem. So it's causing me headaches, it's causing me pain consistently. And also, I believe the nausea is coming from that or either my new medication I'm on. Hey, there's the Queen Diva. I want to thank my mods. And if Regina comes in, Regina, Queen Diva, BB Nice, and Mixology, I need you to drop your Cash App. If I forgot anyone else, that's because Redbone is not really on the scene, but I'll give her a call this week sometime. But can you guys drop your Cash App or send me your Cash App so I give you something? Because guess what? I got paid. Yeah, I got paid from YouTube. Girl, that little pay is something. So I know these people are working their ass off to get at least $1,000. Because if I only got that little bit, that means they working their ass off to get extra income for themselves. And I'm gonna talk about this gatekeeping shit and this OG shit. They ain't gonna like it, but I'm gonna talk about it, okay? So I dropped the link. So if you here, come on up, my co-host this morning, Life with Jamila. Thank you. Queen Diva, thank you so much. I know you take care of her. So let me see. Your device is not connected, baby. Hold on. Your device is not connected, Queen. So yeah, and I know some of the big dogs are the big dogs are on. They coming on, and they tend to really snatch your crowd. But I'm gonna tell you why that is too, because I don't care what anyone says. They move in a camp and a clique. And the sad thing about it is individuals who really like you and like your commentary and visit you, they are so afraid to drop down or come to your chat. They stay up in the clouds, and that's fine because at the end of the day, a click in the view is a click in the view. If you don't have balls enough to come down here and support me in my face, then that's you being led by somebody else. I'm not led by anyone. I don't drop down in chats because I don't want to. But if I don't fuck with you, I don't fuck with you. I always tell y'all that, and I'm not gonna change. And no, I'm not a big dog around here, but I'm me. Hold on. And I love being me. That's you?
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, what's going on, Queen?
Hey, Tiva,
Hey,
how are you?
I'm doing well. I'm not doing well. I'm sick, but I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna try to hold in it. So let's start here. We're gonna do a little back and forth here, okay? And I'm
Okay.
gonna start with the challenges. The challenges, and then I'm gonna go into relationships because they're gonna go hand in hand. Just keep following me. Okay, what did you think about Lady Nika's challenges? I mean, her costume party was a costume party, but they were challenging each other in the interim. Okay.
Right. So first off, I do want to give Lady Nika her flowers
Mm-hmm.
because when I say she really put on a nice show,
Mm-hmm.
it was so well thought, it was so organized,
Uh-huh.
and it was very entertaining. And I literally, from the moment she started, she looked absolutely beautiful. Her background was nice. Everything was so nice. And then when Buddy Lee started the music, I was sold. Like
Right.
I was just waiting for more. It just kept me waiting for more because it was just that good. I was not expecting it. I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't expecting it to be that good, but it was really, really good. So I'll just start there with the beginning.
Okay.
Then
Okay. Got it.
Then when the contestants came on, I mean the judges, I'm sorry, when the judges came in, it just kept going with excitement. It was very, very exciting. And you don't get that with these challenges. Honestly, we wait for a shit show. We looking for a train wreck. That didn't happen. It was I was very, very entertained, period, from the beginning to the end.
Mm-hmm.
She did that. She did that.
Uh-huh. Okay. Okay. I think I was impressed too. I like Lady Me because I was over there as well as VS's as well. And like I told you, a lesson. I learned a lesson from watching the both of them. Oh, hold on. BB, go ahead, finish on something.
Really. So being that Lady Nika started first, you got a chance to really just sit with her and what she did. And I think I was able to just sit in her live for about a good half hour to 40 minutes. And
Mm-hmm.
yes, I didn't want to go over to
Uh-huh.
this is how good you knew her show was because I wanted to go over to VS, but I
Mm-hmm.
didn't want to leave because I didn't want to miss nothing that Nika was doing. So that's how
Mm-hmm.
I knew this was a good show.
Mm-hmm. So you thought Lady Nika's show, in all respect, you thought it was better than VS show?
Well, I ain't gonna say that either
Well, what you thought
because
about VS show, dear? That's what I
so
mean.
once I did leave Nika show,
Mm-hmm.
go over to VS show, um, it had a slow start. I
Mm-hmm.
was just like, okay, what y'all doing? But that was my fault because I immediately started to compare. I was thinking, oh, she was gonna do something like Nika's, but she
Uh-huh.
did something totally different.
Mm-hmm.
So I say that to Nika's show was entertainment. BS was comedy. Because when they got to doing their comedic stance, I fucking fell out. Ness did Nika. And I'm gonna say this. Ness her fucking voiceovers is the best. She can fucking imitate somebody like no other. However, the look to me wasn't given because that's not Lady Nika.
No, not at
She
all.
could have embodied Lady Nika way better, along with the voice that would have made that shit really pop.
Mm-hmm. The Jay Wilson lady was much better. In fact, to me, she took the show because she embodied Jay Wilson. She just forgot to say, "I keep it. I'm here for the coins." Now, let me say this: both ladies had a good show because both ladies was there to entertain you. So both of them entertained you. Now, because it gets into the rim of who likes who and who supports who, it makes it hard for people sometimes to be honest, to say, hey, listen, VS gave a good show for what she wanted it to do. It did, right? It was a pop-up thing. It was entertainment, and she wanted to pull the crowd. She wanted to show the challenge because they had challenged her. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. They challenged her. And so she took the opportunity to meet the challenge that day, But what the lesson was to learn for any content creator is whoever likes you and supports you, even if they're not a solid 100 supporter, they're going to support you. She had 1,000 in her chat. Lady Nika kept 1,000 in her chat. So she didn't take away from it. So both of them they completed the assignment, right? Lady Nika was a little nervous. I heard her say she was a little nervous. And to be honest, I think she was nervous because she was going up against VS. And not only that, all the stuff she had, all the preparation she had to put in to her costume party could be nerve-wracking. The money, the contestants, the music, in the back of her mind, and I don't give a shit what no one say. And they're not going to agree with me. They were also competing against Ness's numbers. It is what it is, y'all. Just speak facts. Yeah. Because each one of them gave a different perspective, a different, entertainment arena, but it was somewhat the same. And of course, you're competing against someone else because that's what they do down here. So I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Ness had a shit show, a hell of a shit show from beginning to end. Nika had a nice show from beginning to end. Now, I don't watch VS, to be honest with you, a lot. If it's something good over there, I might go and hang in the bushes and watch. Again, I believe the stiff competition, when you get down to it, was numbers against numbers for them. Because remember, they was asked to be challenged. And so they showed up, and it just happened to be on this occasion that VS decided to show up and meet the challenge, her, Reed, and Ness, and whoever else was over there. Okay. But again, Nika's stuff was well prepared. It looked good. The contestants looked good. It was a very good, entertaining show. VS show was entertaining for what it was worth.
And that's why
her whole thing was the challenge, baby. Her whole thing was the challenge. I'll see. I'll see. So it is what it is. But I learned a big lesson that no matter how small you are or how big you are, you could come on here and do your thing, and your people are going to meet you where you're at. Even if they use 10 devices, they're going to be for you. If you there, they're going to be there for you. And that's what I saw yesterday. Both of those ladies have solid subscribers, and they have solid backing, or whatever you want to call it, and they could do well. It's no need to compete against each other because they both is really on the equal playing field. They may not want to believe it, but they on the equal playing field. And that was shown last night. This girl just said, boom, let me do this show. It's comedy. It's going to be about this and this and this. She still got 1,000 in her chat because that's what she do. Lady Nika had her thing going on over there. She still got 1,000 and at 1.3 in her chat. So VS didn't take away from Lady Nika. You know what I mean?
But yeah. Can I give a different point of view of how I saw
when
it?
When I finish, you sure can. And when I finish, baby,
No
you can
problem.
jump in.
No problem.
We gonna go back and forth. So that's the way I looked at it. They both did what they came to do. One was prepared and have been preparing for months because this is what they do, and the other one did a pop-up, and they both met the challenge to me. Go ahead. Now you go ahead.
So, in my opinion, Lady Nika wasn't competing with any of them. They were competing with her. Lady Nika has been doing this for years.
Good point. Thank you.
Okay.
Good point. Good point.
Two, you can tell she planned
Point.
and orchestrated and delivered. Now, when it comes to numbers, I don't even think she was competing with Ness over them numbers. That was her subscribers and her and people in her crew with those numbers. It's just, it is what it is. Ness got them numbers. That wasn't planned. She just got those numbers. And now that's where Lady Nika, in my opinion, had the nervous and the anxiety because she felt like she was pressured to meet her numbers, but that wasn't the intent because again, hers was already planned. She does this.
Good point.
Then when it comes to VS, my grandmother always told me, be quick to listen and slow to move. Just because someone challenges you doesn't mean you got to jump out there and do it. And because she just jumped out there and did it, yes, she did execute it, but had she not, I guess, been facetious, just trying to spite, could have been a lot better. So again, like you said, what I think she was trying to do was take away, and she failed at that. She was entertaining, and it was funny. It was funny as fuck. But she didn't take nothing away.
Exactly. You're right. Great perspective. I'm glad that you made that perspective because I didn't think about that, BB Nice. So in that retrospect, absolutely, Nika wasn't competing with anyone because she did it the year before, and it's her Halloween costume party. However, everyone was so rattled, and this is the point I want to make. That's why you just come on here and do your thing. Don't worry about who's gonna watch you, when they go watch you, how many views you gonna get. If in the aspect of competing with someone bigger, like I know I can't go up against say for instance a bigger content creator. I can't go up against Tasha K, Mob Radio, probably Spill It Boy if we talk about people over here. I can't really go up against them expecting a knockdown drag out show because they have the bigger platforms. However, I'm never afraid to turn on my live and go up against them because who's here for me will be for me. And that was a lesson I learned yesterday. It didn't matter what it started out to be. It was the finish to it. Lady Nika had a planned show. She had an excellent show. I'm not taking that away from her, but I know they were really kind of upset that Ness had did a show as well and pulled those numbers. So when I talk about numbers, that's what I was talking about.
Right.
The numbers still stand. Ness had the bigger number because she had an entertaining show as well. I know a lot of people say, Ness show was a shit show. It was an entertaining shit show from the beginning to the end because I saw a lot of authenticity in it. For me, as a viewer, that shit just was happening. She didn't plan that. Lady Nika planned hers. So when I say numbers, Lady Nika didn't want to disappoint because this is something she did. But of course, I know at one point when she saw that VS was going to go live, she must have had a certain feeling.
Absolutely.
So that's probably how, in the perspective where I'm trying to put it, okay, baby? She might have had a feeling, so she wanted to make sure that her numbers was going to be there. That's just with any content creator. I want to make sure that my number's going to be up there if I'm going up against somebody else big.
Right.
So I learned a lesson. Both of those ladies have their solid crowd, no matter what they deliver, whether it's a pop-up or whether it's planned. They both had their shows, and it benefited both of them, and they were good shows for whomever they were presented for. You see what I'm saying?
The shit was funny. I'ma say that. VS shit was funny as hell.
So see, hers was for comedy. Hers strictly was for comedy, right? And
Right.
you enjoyed it. Lady
Yeah.
Mika's was for entertainment in another aspect, and it was good. It
Yep.
was good. I must say, I watched Lady
So
Mika in
I
full.
can. So if I'm gonna judge all three contests, well, I'm not going to judge them, but if I'm going to uh name them, I'm going to say Ness had a beautiful train wreck.
Beautiful.
Nika had a phenomenal show, Halloween contest, and VS had a hilarious Halloween comedy.
So they both did
They
well.
all
Right?
three win.
So it's unfortunate because I know I'm going to go a little serious here. It's unfortunate that those people are battling, but it'll be good entertainment when they compete against each other because we'll all be watching. We'll all be watching because that's their form of entertainment. But it goes to show you that if we were down here together, really trying to offer entertainment, and all of us can't be kumbaya and everybody can't, like it, but it just goes to show you what damage that we could do as a group of people, but it's just not set up like that in the beef sector, okay? And I get it. And any other sector too, you're always going to have competition, and competition is good. Competition is always good because it makes you step your game up. So all those content creators, if they were to do this again next year, they would have to step their game up. Like I said, Lady Nika had an awesome show. I have to give it to her, right? But still, you always, if you put your mind into competing with someone, you always try to better yourself and step your game up. But I'm glad your perspective, you was able to tell me your perspective because it made me realize some things. You're absolutely right. She did this last year. This was her second one. She planned for it. So she wasn't competing in that aspect. However, the numbers, you still want the numbers to outdo someone else who's talking shit to you. Let's get real.
Okay.
If Ness is over there talking shit to Lady Nika about how many numbers she got, just being human and being a content creator and being a OG, what they call themselves, you will want to outshine that other person. Y'all don't come here with this sugar shit. Let's be for real. You will want your numbers to be better than Ness's, whether hers was a shit show or not. This is the reality it is. At the end of the day, they all here for numbers. They all here for clicks and views and entertainment, right? So if I had a beef with you, BB Nice, and you did a challenge the same day I did it, I would definitely want to outshine you, especially if you talking shit to me. Now you get where I'm coming from. So
no, I get it. I
about
truly
the
get
numbers. That's where I was going with that, baby. When I said the numbers, y'all could correct me if I'm wrong. What God has for you is for you exactly, and nobody can take it away. Now,
right.
whatever they going through, they going through, and we're gonna see it happen. We're gonna see it happen quite a bit because they was called to challenge each other. So I guess now they each other was challenged.
So can I ask you a question?
You
Because
can always ask me a question.
maybe I'm missing something. Because I'm want to ask, have you? Because I've never heard Lady Nika brag about her numbers.
No, I haven't.
Okay, so that's where I fall in to say that this was different for Lady Nika. Now, you can't hold her responsible for what her colleagues do. What her friends.
Exactly.
They talk about numbers. I don't hear
Okay.
Lady Nika talking about numbers. So if Ness or VS is competing with Nika about numbers, they are doing themselves a great disservice because she's not competing. They're competing with her. To have a competition, you have to have two parties competing with each other. It's not a competition when you're just competing with the competitor.
Okay. Okay. Well, here's what happens when you attach yourself to a camp, okay? And you move into triangulation. Sometimes your camp speak for you. You, Diva, and I, and some other ladies say, for instance, we always together, we always doing things together. Then you come down here talking shit. People go look at me. It is what it is because people believe the term association bring on simulation. That's not always true. But again, even if it's not Lady Nika, it's her camp. It's
Okay.
part of her camp. And that's where people would say it may not be Lady Nika. I agree. I never heard her really talk about numbers. I'm gonna be honest with you when I watch her. I don't hear her talking about them, but the camp talks about number, and she part of that. So they bring whatever they got going on onto her, really, and that's just the fact.
Correct.
Because if you look at it in perspective, because people here are not free thinkers and they believe in crowds and cliques and groups and camps. Your camp, you're responsible for your camp. That's what they say here, right?
They say it, but
They what?
they do say it. That
They
keyword
say it.
they. But it's up to you whether or not you believe it or not. So if you think you're a part of their camp, then yeah, you're gonna believe it. Me, I'm a true free thinker. I go where I want. I support who I want. Do I drop down in everybody's chat? Absolutely not, because I'm not comfortable everywhere. So, but that doesn't mean I don't support you. I support everybody, damn near. Can I just because I just seen Purple Peach in the fucking building. I just gotta say, Purple Peach,
did that.
Cruella. That was the sexiest Cruella DeVille I have ever seen. Purple Peach, I didn't even know you was giving like that. Girl, that costume was all that. Give you your flowers. I truly, truly love your costume.
This is what I did. Purple Peach brought it. My daughter, believe it or not, my daughter has that same costume. She the same. She Cruella DeVille for Halloween as well. I don't celebrate Halloween to be honest with y'all, but let me see. Because this is what I'm trying to say somewhat, and all the time I don't articulate as well as I would like to, but apparently I get across what I want to say. Donna said it right. We become conditioned to look at numbers. It is what it is. So when we look at numbers, that's what I'm talking about. And because people are conditioned, and it ain't a pocket watching, baby, I'm just talking about numbers. Because we condition that to look at numbers, a lot of people, this is what they'll see. What numbers? Oh, Ness is at this. VS is at this. Lady Nika at this. Oh, she's at this. Now, somebody just said, and here's a perfect example of what I'm saying. And again, I may not be articulating it well, but I hope you understand. Donna Hughes. Well, Lady Nika at 13K right now and VS at 11K. You see what I'm saying? Then they do compare. People do compare down here. And when you get caught up in comparing and competing, you don't allow yourself to flourish. Like I said, if the hate or the dislike or the disdain for each other right now wouldn't be so great, they all would be making numbers higher than that. Because everyone would have went over to Lady Nika's and supported her. And then everyone who like VS would have went over to VS. Everyone would have went over to Ness's. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
But because it's a disdain and a dislike and a hate or whatever, and now they competing so much at each other, it just sometimes break down the value of what you could have as a collective. Let me say that.
But I always, myself, I always look at, someone said in the chat, I look at quality over quantity all the time.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. We should. But it is what it is down here, baby. And that's all and that's why it's so important. Camps. Where was her camp last night? They are individuals who support one another. Okay, y'all can say what y'all want. I'm not gonna go back and forth again. These people call themselves camps. Now, I could be wrong. Maybe that's when I started, but they call themselves camps, or who they fuck with, or who they move with, or who they triangulate with, or who they support. That's how it is over here. And it's okay. It's okay. I'm just saying, Lady Nika, people showed up for her without a doubt. She hit 1.3 or something like that. Might have went higher. I don't know because I was in and out. And VS people showed up for her. It is what it is. And when here's the craziest thing. When Ness did her show,
Mhm.
everybody showed up for her. That's kind of like the difference. Everybody watched it because it became a shit show to them. And everyone loves a train wreck and a shit show. It was all entertainment. It was all entertainment. So I leveled them equal, to be honest.
Yeah, I get that.
Yep.
I get that. Yeah, I do.
You know,
I'm looking at. I'm not looking at numbers though. I'm literally looking at what I seen, what the
okay.
show, and out of all three shows, honestly, if I was going to rewatch any of them, it's going to
Mhm.
be Nika's.
Now, with all three shows, if I was going to really say what show to me was number one, and again, it's for different aspects, it's for different entertainment that I got out of them, I would say Ness's, because Ness's was a complete shit show, but it was entertaining from the beginning to the end for us, for me.
Right.
Now, when it came to well put together, executed, execution stuff, and what it was supposed to give, Lady Nika's won hands down. When it came to comedy, I didn't watch a lot of VS's, but I'm gonna say if you said she brought the comedy, she brought the comedy. Her show served purpose. But when
Yeah,
you talking about
I would rewatch
entertainment from
that
the
too.
beginning to the end, Ness and Lady Nika's competition or costume party was entertaining from the beginning to the end, whether it was a shit show or whether it was a train wreck. It was very entertaining for me. And
Yeah,
so that's how I rate them. But both of them they all three did what they came to do.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I
So,
get that.
okay, I call it pocket watcher because it's numbers game, which equates to how much. Okay, purple. Okay, baby girl, I got you. Now, anyone welcome to join me. Now, y'all know I can't watch the chat. So, baby, nice. Let's go on to the other. Hey, TC Queen. So,
Hey,
let's see. Lady Nika might not be comparing, but I am. See, so here you go. Here's the subs. Here's the
yeah,
subs.
yeah,
Donna Hughes support everyone. She
right,
just
correct.
supported me from day one, and that's what I'm saying too. If I took my role as a content creator out of it and just insert myself as a subby, like I said, I have to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
All the shows was good from what I saw. I
Mm-hmm.
stayed from Nessa's beginning to the end, and
Mm-hmm.
hers was a complete shit show. But because of his authenticity
Yeah,
for me and the entertainment, all the shit that went on, I really enjoyed her show as well.
yeah,
Lady Nika's show was well put together.
yes, yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You can't compare rap music to gospel or R&B. They are styles of music, yet very different. Okay, but yeah, I got you. I got you, Soulful Sound. Okay, so go ahead. Let's go to the next one, baby nice. Will you she has that's a good thing too. Lady Nika had a diverse group of people because she had her. I liked the way Lady Nika. I liked her judges because she brought
Yeah,
them from other sectors as well. When you do these competitions, if I was to do these challenges or competitions, and this just me, I don't think I would really heavy the beef sector, my camp, my area, my whatever you want to call it. I think I would go elsewhere for it to be fair.
mm-hmm.
Because when people don't like you, I don't care what you say. Whoever does not like me is not going to support me. It is what it is. They not gonna give me no kudos. They not gonna be fair because they don't like me for some reason or another, right?
Yes,
So I think it's hard when you only have judges from this area. Even
right,
judges who have, I'm real big on this, and maybe it's just me, and you guys can correct me or you can help me out, or be nice, you can call me on it, whatever. If I done something to you, to me that's kind of drastic. I ain't gonna never like you. I tell you that. I ain't gonna even play with you because I don't play like that. I'm not going to ever like you. So if it was for me to judge you and you did something to me, I'm going to give you the lowest of the lows. I'm not going to be unbiased. I'm not going to be fair because you have done something to me that I deem is serious. You have hurt me, you have dragged me, you have done whatever you want to call it, and I will not be fair. I don't fucking like you. I don't like you. I ain't giving you no score for you to win, not a dime, not a penny, not a nickel, not nothing. because I'm not fake now. So it would be
Well, I disagree with that. Well, I ain't gonna disagree with you because those are your feelings. So I can't tell you how to feel or say you're right or wrong. Those are your opinions and your feelings.
yeah.
Me, on the other hand, if I'm here to do a job, I know how to separate. I'm gonna be
Mhm.
fair, whether I like you or not. If you are asking me to do a job and judge based on a person what they deliver, I'm gonna be honest,
Okay.
and that's me.
Oh, I'm not.
Yeah.
And you know what? That's strange too, because I dislike colleagues. I work with them, but I remain professional. But when it comes to this YouTube beef sector shit and the way this is set up, nah, I ain't gonna like you. I ain't gonna like you. I ain't
Yeah.
gonna be non-biased. I ain't gonna be nothing. So anytime I make commentary, I try to be non-biased. But if I don't like you, I ain't gonna talk too much about you. I ain't gonna say yay or nay about you. I just don't fuck with you. Bottom line, I can't sugarcoat it. That's just who I am. So see how we different, Queen?
Yeah,
We are, but
yeah,
we are friends.
yeah.
We are friends. I can't watch that show again for so many reasons, but I can watch Nika's and I need to watch VS. Okay.
You
So
gotta
for
watch
whatever
it.
reason, I
It's
love
some,
your glasses. Thank you,
it's
soulful.
some comedic gold in VS. VS alone is funny as fuck. And oh, I'm sorry, Steve, I ain't mean
No, go ahead. I
to
uh,
funny. And when she do her imitations, yo, when she did Brianna, and it wasn't the fact that it wasn't the fact that how she looked, it's what she was doing. When she kept getting on that damn bike and exercising, bitch, I fell out. I kept
yeah, I didn't see it. I didn't see it all the way. I didn't see it. And in order for me to always be a free thinker, y'all, and to be who I am, oh, I don't know who this is, but they ain't getting up. Oh, hold on. Oh, hey, sugar. I said I don't know who this is, but they not
That's
getting up. Hey, my
why I said,
baby.
let me go ahead and turn my camera on
Yeah,
before she be like, nope.
they not get. That's my baby, mixology.
Yeah, I see two of my favorite ladies up here. I said, hey.
Hey, girl. Hey. Hold on, mama. This is my baby right here.
Okay.
So let me tell you something. In order for me to always be like unbiased and transparent and be real with people, see, I'm not a group thinker. And I really hate that we have so many people that's so loyal to group thinking to a certain extent that it hinders them from really going elsewhere, listening to other people commentary. And when people are down here doing mean and vicious and hateful things, these, some people I just don't watch because I do believe in spirits, and I believe that they have these little demon like spirits. So I don't watch everyone and I don't go everywhere, and I definitely don't jump on all the platforms. And to me, that's just how I operate. I just stay away from some things, you know.
Yeah, Tiva, but that was what I just did was a prime example of how I know how to separate. I don't fuck with VS and VS don't fuck with me. But I was able to separate that on based on what she did and what
Oh,
what the assignment was. I just
oh,
judged
okay.
the assignment. It's not that I'm trying to kiss her ass or make her like
Mhm,
me. No, I ain't
mhm,
trying to do none of that. I'm
mhm.
just simply giving my opinion on what she did as
Oh,
for the
okay.
contest. That's it.
Oh yeah. Oh no, we're not making this about VS now.
No,
I
no,
don't
I'm
care
just
much
no.
more.
That was the
Oh,
example of when I say I know how to separate. You
oh,
know,
that was your example.
that's
Okay,
my example. That's
okay.
all.
Thank you,
Yeah.
baby. Yeah,
Yeah,
sometimes.
I agree with BB. Like, as far as me, I could separate the person that I like
Mhm,
versus the creator, right? If you do something that I enjoy. For
Hmm.
example, I don't mess with Lady Nika, but I shared
mhm.
her out yesterday because I thought it was really great what she was over there doing, right?
Okay.
And B, I feel like sometimes we got to put our differences aside for the
Mhm.
culture.
Yeah.
And she planned it, she had it set up, and I didn't like the last minute sneak diss. So to me, it was like, let's go support Nika. You know what I mean?
Mhm,
Right.
And
mhm.
that's why I withheld my click interview from the other contest, not that I wouldn't want to watch the contest or support the contestants that was up there, but I just thought it was shady. You know what I mean? So we as viewers sometimes we do pick a side with our view. And
Mhm.
that's why, people look at the numbers like, oh, she had 11K, she had 13K. I will watch Nika's one more time just to get her a higher number to keep her,
Mm.
Oh wow.
because it's the shade. It's the
Wow.
shade of it. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying? And I feel like at some point, if we about women empowerment, we got to talk about women empowerment, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's one thing, but we got to be about it. It's one thing to talk about it, but we got to be about it. And as much as me and Nika done had our back and forth, our words, our feelings towards each other, I truly believe in women empowerment.
I
And I'm
agree.
gonna do whatever I can to show my support and my love for that black woman over there doing black excellence. That's what I saw last night on
Mm.
her channel. I saw black excellence
Yeah,
Mm.
okay.
in the
I
midst
see
of somebody else trying to take you off your square.
Mm.
She came through, and I will rewatch that. One, it was organized.
that. Mm-hmm.
Two, it was entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
Three, it was short. It was quick.
It
I
was
Mhm.
said, "Oh, we in and out. Shut
yeah.
the front door. We in and out." She came to play. She came to win, and I think it was very fair and unbiased the way that they judged.
I think
I
Mm-hmm.
so too.
love the
I think
bonus
so too.
that
I
each
think
judge
so
could
too.
throw
I think
the
so too.
contestant way. So I thought it was well thought out. It was well executed. It wasn't 4 or 5 hours of our day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the contestants came to win.
They
All of them.
did.
I didn't feel like they was slacking, you
No.
know?
I'm
Mm-mm.
sorry, y'all. My
No,
back.
they took this shit serious and they delivered. Every last one of them. They
Mhm.
delivered. They really did. But
Mhm.
I have no personal attachments with none of them. So I'm able to judge and look at it from a different aspect,
Mhm.
you know.
Okay. I'm so glad you ladies have a different perspective. And that's what I like about over here. And I like about me because I'm very respectful. I take your perspective, your perception of what you see, how you feel, and I respect that. And you guys respect mine. Like I said,
Nice.
I really thought all of the shows was okay. Now I didn't watch in depth VS, so I'm not gonna lie to see the comedic part in it. And yes, I agree. I think she was throwing shots at Nika, and for the reason that it was done, Nika's people came through for Nika because they saw a VS thing as being ill intended.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I
Mm-hmm.
know that.
Yeah.
Here's the deal. Because I'm trying to put this because to me, when we talk about women empowerment, and I don't want to seem to, sometimes I like to watch my words because I want to make sure it comes out right. When it comes to real women empowerment, I don't see that here, Monty, and I just have to disagree with you on that aspect. Hold on. Hold on. That's UTC? Oh, and I
It
keep
is.
seeing my banner. Hold still. Hold on a minute. So I don't see all this women empowerment over here. So I don't even take that shit serious over here, to be honest with you. Yes, I started out. You started out with me, Monty. So I did really start out with this women empowerment thing, lifting the sister up, and it didn't get me anywhere. But I'm still going to continue to lift a queen up and a king. I'm not going to deviate from it too much, even though I do a little more mess now. I still want to always lift my kings and queens up. However, that's not what it is over here. And I'm not going to bullshit myself anymore. I did it for like a year. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not going to lie. I'm not supporting nothing that I and say that is women empowerment. You did your vote the way you wanted to. You had your perspective and the reason why you did it. But none of this shit sometimes is women empowerment, and that's just a fact.
Oh no,
It's
And
I absolutely agree. And that's why I say you gotta pick and choose how you're gonna exercise your empowerment. You know what I'm saying? For me, I wanted to encourage Nika
Okay.
and empower her to keep going, and let her know that people that don't like, I wouldn't have never shared out any of her other lives, right? But
Mhm,
I know she get the notification. And
mhm,
even though she might have a feeling about me, right,
mhm,
personally, at least she could see what I said about her life,
mhm.
right? And that I shared her out.
Oh,
That's
okay. That's
empowerment to
good.
me.
It
That
is.
was encouragement to me. Now, I don't know how she take it, but
Mhm.
that's how I used my platform, my voice. You know what I mean?
Right. I
Okay.
yeah, I 100% agree with that aspect, but I also agree that when it comes to women empowerment, I
Mhm,
think we
mhm.
all have that here, but it's not for everybody. You
I
have
could say some
you have
shit.
each crew that empower who they want and support
Exactly.
who they want. So
Exactly.
they're still displaying women's empowerment. They're just not doing it to you, to me,
Exactly.
to Monty, to
Exactly.
T. They do it who they want. And it goes the same for us. I empower who I like and who I want. So
Exactly.
I still believe in it. I'm just not offering it to everybody. And everybody's not offering it to me. They have their picks. And if you're not one of them, you're just not one of
Right. And also, I don't exercise that all the time.
Right.
them.
I just felt in that moment, for me
Mm-hmm.
and my morals, my values, and how I'm set up, with my integrity, I had to go with what my heart was telling me, right? And my heart was telling me to empower Nika. You know what I'm saying? Encourage her, share
Yeah.
her out. Even though majority of the people I mess with was probably already over there anyway. You know what I mean? Just letting them know this is where I'm at, y'all. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
let's support this. Because for me, I feel like you could have picked another day, another time, and
Yeah.
you would have got the same numbers.
And you
I,
wasn't
I
even
think that sometimes we need to all support one content creator and what they're
But they
trying to
don't.
do.
and
They
that's
don't.
how yeah, go
That's
ahead.
why, you know what, Monty? You know what? I agree with you, and you have a right. Just like we have a voter's right, we vote for who we feel at that particular time, or research show us may be the better candidate, right? But
Mhm.
they all get in house and don't do shit for us. That's the same here on YouTube. So I have taken that. I must say, I have taken that type of attitude now. I'm here on my own. I will grow on my own. And whoever supports me, supports me. I don't find women empowerment in this shit at all. And that's the bottom line. But again, you are at live to vote for who you want, to share out who you want, to big shout out who you want. At this particular time in my life and what in my YouTube life right now, I don't see women empowerment, and I don't give two shits about really supporting those who don't support me. And that's just
No,
how
I agree. I agree wholeheartedly with you on that, right?
that's just me now.
However, I still, for me, like I'm always the glass is half full, not half empty. And so, even though others don't exercise it or they're not, you know,
Mhm.
the best at it, I'm still gonna see it where I'm gonna find it where I could find it. And i.e., in you three women that's up here, I find when you guys speak, whether you roasting or gagging, clowning, or checking somebody, it's still empowering to me as somebody that's younger than you, watching you how you move, right? It's still empowerment, right? You teaching me, I could cuss you, but I don't gotta cut you. You know what I mean? You teaching me, I don't gotta address everything that's said about me, right? It's a time and a place for everything.
Right.
Decorum over here, over there, I cut a rug. Like, you teaching me stuff whether you know it or not. So we
Mhm.
are empowering
Right.
people whether we know it or not. We empowering them to do the right thing or the wrong
Mm.
thing. We
Right.
empowering
And
them
I
to
want
turn
to
the
say,
cheek
Hold on,
or
TC.
to
I'm gonna
fight
let
back.
you
You know what I'm saying?
in.
We are empowering people. We
Mhm.
just gotta figure out how we're gonna choose to use ourselves and our platforms and how we are going to empower the people around us. But we are empowering people, whether we know it or not. And I learned that here in the B sector. Yeah, I came in here strong-willed. I will not do this. I will not say that. I will not go here. I will not go there.
Okay, Monty. Go ahead, TC. Jump in. Hey, baby. Thanks for joining me
What's
this
up?
evening.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good
Hey,
morning.
good morning. What's up, Miss T? How you doing, Queen?
Hi.
BB, what's going on, Queen? What's
Hey,
going on, Monty?
what's up?
And to the chat, I just want to say
What up?
there's this thing, a reason, a season, and a lifetime. Uh, one of the things that we do, especially as women, I'm just gonna say women, and particularly Black women, when people get in our lives, they don't need to be there all the time. Sometimes they're just a click in the view, you know. Sometimes they're just a smash. Sometimes they're just, oh, we're just gonna be, we're people that work together on our jobs. We're people, we might do a couple of panels together. That is it. That is all. We get too invested unnecessarily so.
Mm-hmm.
And we insert ourselves unnecessarily so, or get inserted unnecessarily most of the time. And we got to let people know, we got to create boundaries with people. Say, don't put me in that. This is what I do. This is what I don't do. I will help you. I will, I can help you. I can inform you. I can even give you some information, but you got to do it for the most part. You got to do it yourself. I'm not getting in between you and them and they and her and him and all of that. I'm not doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And you can still empower and you can still be, amicable to each other. But guess what? You gotta keep those boundaries intact. The other thing is, I don't think many women understand what real power is, because if so, they would shut their freaking mouth and they won't say anything. Most of the time, most of these women talk too goddamn much, and guess what? They say too goddamn much, and they ain't talking about much of nothing. Everything I see, they smoke, puff, puff. That's what they can talk about. But get a pencil, get a pen, and write your elected official, write your Supreme Court justice, and tell them that you want them to overturn. You want them to overturn something. They won't be able to do that, but they can talk about you.
Well, and see, this is where I think go ahead.
And the people in the beef sector, don't get it twisted. There's some very intelligent, smart, very professional, very awesome women in the beef sector. Awesome. Absolutely. But if only thing you can do is fight somebody and punch somebody in their head, and that's your claim to fame, God bless America, let freedom reign. You're not gonna be here long. You're gonna be out like shout. Don't nobody care nothing about no woman going around here just trying to beat up on somebody and trying to fuss and fight and cuss and fuss all the time. It is not ladylike. It is disgusting, and it is it's unfortunate that we continue to think that that's being feminine, or that's being I'm Black, No, I don't. The ghetto. No, I don't uphold that. I don't uphold that those negative behaviors. He's going. That's
so. I gotta play devil's advocate just 1 minute.
No, the devil don't need no advocate.
Listen.
I'm with you.
And what empowerment means to you is going to be different from what it means to the next person. And I say that to say this. When it comes to these three ladies, we're talking about these three competitions, how I see the empowerment for all three.
Mm-hmm.
Ness was empowered to keep going by her people. Mm-hmm. That was empowerment for her. Mm-hmm. Nika was empowered by her people to keep going with that competition, no matter how she felt about the competition that came before her. And let's just be clear, Ness got those numbers and everybody tuned in, not only because it was entertaining, but because it was it was really kind of the only competition. I can't even say that because I forgot Pizarro and them did a competition too on top of hers. So I'm going to take that back. However, a lot of people tuned in. Wasn't a lot of competitions going on at that time. It wasn't to compete. No, it was. No, I take that back. Yeah, I got to take that back. But anyway, because I just thought about it. I had to think about it. But like I said, Ness people empower her to keep going. Nika people empower her to keep going. And VS people empower her to keep going. So my definition of what I feel empowerment is going to be different. My definition is to empower women in a positive way. Some people's empowerment means to keep it going. Be who you are, good, bad, or indifferent. It's what your definition of empowerment to me is for you, and what it's going to mean, what you're bringing to display it towards other people. Everybody don't have the same definition.
That's great perspective from all of y'all. Great perspective. You know, when I'm beginning to move about in the B sector and really check the B sector out, you know, I don't see no bias or fairness here. I just don't see it. I see it for who you like. If you like that person, you see no wrong in them. If somebody truly like me and ride for me, and you got to understand these people been together for years. So I'm going to say camps. I'm going to say ride for. I'm going to say clicks. I'm going to say those words that people deem taboo over here because they say, oh no, I go where I want to do. I go where I want to go. I do what I want. I support. That's bullshit. That is truly bullshit. I lost so many people who used to drop down in my chat from other areas because I simply don't associate myself with other content creators. And even though I don't get on here and say it, see, let's cut through the bullshit and the chase, y'all, okay?
I'm raising my hand.
Trying to be, you done threw me off, trying to be politically correct. And I get the empowerment thing. I respect all y'all. But I'm saying when it comes to over here, some people are strictly here for who they're here for. They may like you, but because they have loyalty to someone else, they don't fool with you.
That's true.
Don't fool with. So these people aren't who they say are when they say, I'm a free thinker. Yes, some of this, some of that. Yes, some of them are. You see some of these very people going everybody's chat, like Diva from over here, my sister. She goes every damn way. I see her everywhere. You know, if I don't see her because I don't frequent that place or I don't go there, she'll tell me she was there. You know? So some people, you truly believe this is YouTube. It's okay. I'm going to go where I want. And then you got some of these people who really fucking think they are gatekeepers.
Yes.
They think they own this little sector. And no one owns this sector because when I flip my live or when I put my flip my switch to go see who I want, I'm going to go see who I want when I get ready to go see who I want and support who I support. But some of these people got it in their mind that this is a sector. You can't enter this sector unless you do X, Y, and Z. I've been standing on my own. I've been standing on my own now for 3 years. I don't kiss ass. I don't cozy up. I just be Mz.Teavalocity. And so when I think about empowerment, I came on here positive, wanting to be empowered. I don't look at it to be suitable for this place. That's just me. That's just me. I don't believe people over here empower you. Now, yes, we could take some good. That's what you ladies are talking about. And what empowers you and what good you take from the bad. We all can do that. But when we talking about supporting, uplifting, empower, and for me to look at someone on here as a mentor or a person, a powerful woman, I don't see anyone other than myself. Okay? Self. And I mean that in a different way, y'all. Don't think what I would never come down here to compete or to compare myself with someone else. Because me, I empower me. Yes, I get knowledge from a lot of you women's and you women, not women's. Oh, I was hitting the lovely love. A lot of you women, and I see some beauty and I get some knowledge from you. But as far as for y'all to uplift or empower me, I don't get that over here. This sector is not built like this. These people are in a box. And if you don't fit in the box, they ain't got nothing for you. Bottom line is stop sugarcoating shit.
Mz.Teavalocity. But let me just say, BB, let me just say this to Miss T. Miss T, real quick, because in terms of empowerment, and there was a person that did a challenge, and they too young. I don't even roll with them like that. You know, understand what I'm saying? But I like the the particular challenge that they did. I went over because I had gotten wind from somewhere else, from some of my resources, that these people really wanted to support this particular person. They had been watching.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. When I made a statement, I said I made a suggestion that this is what this person should do, some things that they need to think about, because this is what these folks wanted to do to support the person with their challenge, with their food challenge. And oh no, we don't do that, and this, that, and the other. And the people, even the people in the chat, they were like, okay, TC, come on now. You know that's not what we do over here, you know. So let me just say this. If you're an eagle, fly with the eagles. If you're a pigeon, stay with the pigeons. Okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can't come down, and you unfortunately, you try to lift up your folk and they don't want to be lifted. Okay, they can't get past their stuff. They can't get past their own their hindrances. They can't get past that. So here's the thing: as a person who does empowerment, you just gotta. Hey, this is where they are. I went in there. I went in the thick. I went in the belly of the beast. And guess what? Hey, okay, but it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate because it could have gone to a whole nother level, et cetera, et cetera. But if that's not what they're wired for, you can't pour 8 ounces of water in a 6-ounce cup. You understand? And I had to realize that I went in there. I went in there, tried to as humble as possible, humble pie and all that good stuff. And hey, it was a no. Okay. And guess what? The person I think I mentioned it to you, a couple other people. Hey, it is what it is, you know. And we've all done it. We've all been there, you know, where we missed the blessing. But these young people are gonna have to learn it. Some of the old people are gonna have to learn it, et cetera, et cetera. I learned it. But I'm not gonna stop. I'm not ever gonna stop. Because if somebody came to me and said, "Hey, such and such and such, we want to get to Manny because Manny does so well with her talents and her skills. TC, can you help me get to her? You know, I'm a finder. You understand? And I'm gonna make sure I get that information to her."
Okay, go ahead, baby. Nice, shoot.
So when I speak, I feel like I am the empowerment. So I'm not looking for it. If you come join me with the empowerment, then we can do this together. So no, I don't come down here looking for empowerment because I am she. I drop gems all the time on my channel because I'm sharing information, I'm sharing experiences, I'm sharing things that I went through so you don't have to. So either you pick it up or you drop it there. That's me empowering anybody who's watching. So it's not me going around looking for empowerment, but if I come across a sister that's like-minded, then we're going to empower each other. We're going to bond with each other, period.
Good point. Go ahead, Mixology.
I wanted to say 2 things. When you were talking, I just wanted to raise my hand, and I'm sorry for interrupting you.
You know I love you.
What I wanted to say was, what I think of, you know, is you praise them in public and you correct them in private, you know. And I feel like for me, when I deal with people, if I say I truly love you and I care about you, y'all will never see me talk down to my friends or admonish them or nothing like that on live. Like, that's just not what I do. You know, now I have gone back and forth with people, but I'm not going to come out here and talk bad about you or put you down or none of that. You know what I mean? We're going to talk about the issue and the problem at hand, period, if that was to happen. But I always try to uplift the people I'm around and speak life into people and not, you know, put them down. Like, if I see BB Nice doing something that I don't like, I'm not going to be like, BB, you hella wrong on her live. I hit her up behind the scenes if I could, you know what I mean? Or I just won't say nothing, you know what I mean? Like, I just feel like a lot of the times people always want to put people down and kick them while they down. You know what I mean? And it's a lot of that over here. And I think that's why we don't see the empowerment, you know, but there's also people who, and that's why we got to talk about, picking sides. Usually the people that do care about them or are friendly with them or spend more time with them will empower them to keep
Let's talk
going,
about
to
that.
keep their head up. So it is empowerment in a
Right,
very twisted way. It's
right.
twisted.
Damn,
It's
I
not what we are used to seeing or doing as empowerment in our normal everyday lives. But just like what Pizarro did for Uppity, that was empowering Uppity to
Correct.
say, regardless of how everybody feel, regardless of even the people that rock with us feel and say, because a lot of those ladies stay on the spaceship together and they
Mhm,
didn't agree with Pizarro.
mhm.
Pizarro stayed fast, saying, I don't care what y'all say. I'm going to continue to support her because this is how I feel. So, that is
Wow.
empowering to know that people not going to always turn their back on you because the popular or the public opinion is
Mhm.
to do just that. Turn your back on them. You know what I mean?
And that
So
was
Oh,
my
I don't
point.
know. I see
That
it
was
both
my
ways.
point, Nix.
hold
That
on,
was
BB.
my
Hold
point.
on. BB, please hold on, because I
I
don't want us to.
apologize.
That's all right, baby girl. I don't want us to overtalk each other. Monty, continue with your statement, and when you finish it up, BB,
Oh
shoot.
no, I was done. I was on mute. I just said
I
I
want
see
to
it
go
both
to that.
ways.
I
No,
want to
that's
go
Huh?
to
what I meant by that, though, Mix.
that.
Everybody empower each other the way
That's
they
what y'all
see
mean.
it. And, like we may not look at it as empowerment
Mm,
because that's not where our mindset is, but
mhm,
that's where theirs are. And we're intertwined in the sector where
mhm.
what the popular thing is roasting, gagging, dragging. And here we come with our positive ass trying to empower. And
Come
some
on.
and
Mhm.
most of them here ain't come here for that. So they not
Right.
going to listen. But that's most. There's still a lot that do.
Right.
Well, I want to move to Uppity. I want to move to Uppity's debacle, y'all, and I need y'all true opinion on it. Now, Uppity, I've watched Uppity because y'all know I be over at Pizarro's. I don't always drop down, but when I do, I blow a kiss and I keep it going, okay? And when I get tired of the bullshit, yelling, hollering, screaming, and dragging too bad, I leave. So I want to talk about Uppity's situation. So someone doxes Uppity, y'all, and I want you to follow this for a minute. Someone doxes Uppity. You really don't know who doxed Uppity. But here's the narrative. Right away, they say VS docs Uppity. Then you got somebody else saying, no, Shelly and Kimmy docs Uppity. We don't really know who doxed Uppity. See, that's the thing here. When they do that doxing bullshit, you are pointing fingers and blaming other people when you don't even actually know who really doxed who. So we know the lady got doxed, right? And see, when you get doxed, you admit to a lot of shit by not saying certain things or your reaction that people say, oh, that was you. So she said it wasn't her. But you don't know who doxed her really because you pointing fingers at Shelly, Kimmy, VS, and then whoever else they pointing fingers at. If you wasn't the person who did the doxing, or you don't know, like me and BB got together and Monty and TC, and we said, okay, now I want you to go in this chat and drop this, drop that, drop that. We doxed her. This all. You really don't know who doxed her. Stop believing shit people put out here. We don't know who doxed that girl, but they doxed her. And here's the thing. It's a shame that people can't get up here and cuss you out and drag you and do the very same shit everybody else do without getting doxed, without their information being put out there. And I agree with y'all when it comes to Pizarro. She stood 10 toes down on supporting Uppity. So yes, that was a move of empowerment to a certain degree. But now this is where I'm going to go a little left at. See, because of the games these people play on the panels that allowing people to come in and talk shit about people who on their panel and disrespect and drag and gag and whatever y'all call it, you open anyone up to that. So it's hard. It's very hard for me to now take up for you or to uplift you when I've allowed that shit to happen on my platform. See, I have a problem with that. I have a real problem, but that's the way I conduct myself over here. I tell you, I would never let anyone come up here and just drag the shit out of y'all because you are on my platform and that's not what I do. But they doxed that girl, and that girl continued to go like the Energizer Bunny. I give her props for that. Now, do I see some wrong in her or some things that I don't like about her? Because even if it was me or it wasn't me, when it comes to my children, I wouldn't have my children up here. I don't even bring my grandkids. My children are here, my sisters, but you don't see my family up here because I don't put them in harm's way. So they talk about this girl's child really, really bad, and she continued to come here. To me, you are the asshole. You are the fool because I wouldn't be on no one's platform, and I don't give a shit whether you like what I say or not. No one's platform and allow someone to talk about my child like that. Not only is the little girl autistic, but she's my fucking daughter. And you will never get away with that. And I have a problem when people allow that to happen on their platforms and then all that doxing happen and now they want to comfort. But to me, it's a little hypocrisy because those very same people get doxed and they on your platform. Not saying that the person who did it is, associated with you, because we don't know who doxed that girl. We don't know who doxed her. I agree, you uplifted her, you empower her, and you continue to let her be on your platform. But for uppity, to me, when you start involving my children, and I don't give a shit what no one say, let me just get this real straight. I don't even know how to make this a solo layout. Let me get this real straight. I don't give a shit what no one say. It's a hurtful thing when you as a mother have to sit somewhere, but you allow yourself to sit there and have people talk about your child, especially when she's a special need child. You are weak to even allow that shit. And to go back and forth with someone when they talk about your child like that. That shit's crazy to me, you guys. And no, you got people who feel sorry for you, who's going to take up for you, who's going to try to encourage you and empower you, but you have control over that bullshit. It's time for you to log off because I know for a fact that have to hurt you. If it doesn't hurt you, then something's wrong with you. If you could withstand people talking about your child, I don't give a shit how much people say how strong you gotta be. Oh, you strong. You came back. You this, you that. That's your fucking child. You are there to protect and to love your child. And you do a piss poor ass job when you up here allowing people to talk and disrespect your little girl or your little boy who has nothing to do with this YouTube. I deem you fucking weak. I don't deem you strong because you come on and you drag and you back at it the next day. To me, you didn't protect your child, whether they on YouTube or not. Now, that's just me. I'm sorry, y'all. That's all I wanted to say. So I don't commend no fucking body because should nobody be up here letting their child be talked about like that. Go ahead, y'all. I'm done.
I absolutely agree.
Can you hear me better?
Yeah.
Monty's talking. Go ahead, Monty.
No, I absolutely agree with what you're saying. I wouldn't want anyone to talk about my children in any way. I just come from, I could talk about them, but you can't talk about them kind of family. You know what I'm saying? I could talk about my sister to you, but you get a little too comfy with me and you start talking about my sister, I'm gonna have to say, hold on, that's my sister. I get sensitive, about my people. So yeah, I don't know if I could do that. You know what I mean? However, I just feel like I'm kind of tired of the lies. And I just feel like, when are we gonna take accountability for what we do? If the case and the allegations are true, right? You coming out here and lying about it don't make it no better for you or no one involved. You could say you learned from your past and you moving forward and you a better mom now. You know, we all have made mistakes as
Exactly.
parents. It's no perfect parent. There's good moms, there's great moms, there's bad moms, but we can all change at any given point. We can all be a
Mhm.
great mom, turn to a bad mom. We can all be a bad mom, turn to a great mom. I believe in change, you know, for the good or for the bad.
Mhm.
So to just always hold people in their past, I'm not that kind of person.
Right.
But if you're not taking accountability and you're not saying I'm a changed person, yeah, I did that, or you know, to me it's just, you know, we see through the lies. We're not dumb, you know.
Mhm.
And I don't know, I got different feelings because I truly love the kids, you know what I mean. And I think that they're all blessings. And you know, the way I feel, special needs don't mean incapable, and we
I,
need to do more research on special needs, you know, before we get out here talking out the side of our neck. You
yeah.
never know how it's going to hit you. You know what I mean? And I believe in the sins of the mother and the father hitting the children. So while we out here acting like fools and we talking about kids and we got kids of childbearing ages, we need to be careful.
I
You
told you.
know, I just that's where I kind of stand with my I'm not gonna put nothing in the path of my blueprint or my kids' blueprint if I can help it. You know, I'm gonna try and deter it and break the cycle. So for me, because I have people who are very near and dear to me with autism,
Mhm.
I personally, I have, it's a soft spot for me. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
It's sad.
So for
It's
me,
sad for you.
I feel like, you know, we need to protect our kids. Our kids are already going through enough and learning a lot.
When you
They don't need to learn to down talk and put the special needs kids down. They need to learn to help them out and help them along, you know,
who needs
because
to
it's nothing
protect
wrong
them?
with it.
Who
Huh?
needs to protect them? Who is responsible for protecting them, Monty? Hold that thought.
The parents.
Okay, the parent is.
Parents.
So
Like
if you over here,
everything start with the parent. Learning start with the parents. Protection start with the parents.
mhm,
Providing start with the parents. You
mhm,
are the parent, you know what I mean, like you
okay,
are the one responsible. However, I come from a community. I know that my mom could not raise me had she not had aunties,
help.
uncles, cousins around to
Right.
help her.
So
So
these
it's a
people,
communal effort when it comes to protecting the kids, you know, in my opinion. It's not on one person. However, everything starts with the parents. But I gotta go back to work. I enjoyed my
okay,
lunch break.
love
Thank you
you,
so much.
love
And
you.
I
All
love
right.
y'all ladies. Have a great day.
See you later,
Love you.
Nick. Have a
Yep.
good one, baby.
Now that's my baby for real. Go ahead, BB Nice. What you want to add to all this doxing and shit? Because I don't want us to forget that.
I'm just I have a question. Is it
Oh,
a difference from people dragging motherhood
mhm.
versus dragging someone's kids? Because I don't know if I heard anyone dragging Uppity kids. They were dragging her parenting skills. I didn't
Oh,
hear it.
oh, you didn't
Yeah.
hear it, baby girl.
Yeah,
No,
I didn't
no.
hear it. So yes,
No,
that's if
no.
that's the case, then yeah, that's
Yeah.
wrong all across the
But
board because you have
no,
no right
they was dragging
to
the
do
kids,
that. They're
baby. There's a
defenseless.
difference. You
Yeah,
know, I listened for the difference too because when they
right.
was saying all that shit about what happened with Ness, I said, no, no, no. They was dragging Ness. They wasn't dragging a little boy. They was dragging Uppity's child. And to
Okay.
me, as a mother, let me tell you something. Monty hit it on the yeah, they drag kids really bad. You hear her and say, now let me tell you something. Monty hit it on the head when when she said, "Oh Lord, I don't forgot." But let me get to this point. When you dragging kids, it's okay for you to talk about the mother, but people need to leave kids out. And because they don't, and they tell you they drag from the cradle to the grave, they don't give a shit what we say, who we think, and did it. They go do it anytime they get ready. You as a mother is responsible for protecting your child. And how would I protect that and stop that from happening? I wouldn't jump my ass up on platforms this fucking YouTube. This ain't that serious to me. See, I wouldn't allow anyone to sit on my platform and drag the shit out of my kids, or sit on my friend's platform and drag my kids. However, I just wouldn't allow that as a mother, because you can't tell me that you didn't feel some kind of way when people are sitting there calling your little girl an R word, that re word, and talk about her hair. And that's with anybody kids. When they talked about officials kids, when they talked about Pizarro's kids, Read kids, you can't.
Oh shit. Hello. What just happened? Tiva? Can y'all still hear me? Because Tiva just froze up on my end. Did she freeze up for y'all? So, Tiva, can y'all hear me? I don't even know. Okay. Tiva froze up. Yeah, she froze. So, my take on it is, I've heard Uppity say some disgusting shit about people and their parenting skills. And, I mean, when it comes to Jay Dunn, I done heard so many people call her Jay Dummy, retarded, this and the third. When you dragging a person that don't have kids, what are they supposed to do? Just shut up and let you keep dragging them? Like, she's somebody's child too. Does it make it right? Absolutely not. I wouldn't do it, but I'm not her. And I don't tell nobody how to fight. So again, when it comes to this, it's all fair and game, because Uppity gives just as much as she got given. In my opinion, she still stands tall. So she for the shits, and she ain't gonna stop dragging herself. So, I mean, did it humble her? Did she learn something? Absolutely not. She's still gonna say what she want to say. She has said, I've heard her say some disgusting ass shit. So if she could stand up in the paint, then that's on her. Again, I'm not saying that like I would do it. I wouldn't do it. It's low to the flow, but that's me. And I'm not sure what happened with Miss Tiva, but I hope she comes back soon. It just is what it is. When it comes to that, it's not right on no level. But down here where we're at, this is what they do, and they're not gonna stop because we say it's wrong.
See me? Okay, listen, I ain't gonna be long. I told you it struggles in the basement, but I didn't want to. Sorry, you guys, for the interruption. I really didn't want to move around because my back is bothering me. But go ahead. Yeah, so I'm just saying.
Right.
I don't play that shit. I don't know how they play that, but I think it's sad. And that's where I lost a sense of empowerment. But I really understood what you and Monty and y'all was saying about empowerment. It's almost like picking the good apples out of the bad batch, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, it's just all bad. It's just all bad behavior. Correct. So I can't really say what's worse than what. It's all bad. And if you stay down here with it, then you're okay with it. And I may not be okay with it, but it's not my life.
So let me tell you something. We all are parents. You're a parent. I'm a parent. There was no book to parenting when I was coming along. So I had hiccups along the way. So I don't know if you guys can see me. I'm going to get ready to end. But we all have hiccups along the way, right? Now, if something in your life happens that you deem it necessary to give your children to a parent, a relative, somebody who gives them a stable and a better life, and they have a better chance at growing up to be great citizens. I'll just say, or good people, somebody who contribute something to the community, do good things for the community. If you're not able to give them that opportunity, I don't deem you a bad mother. I deem you loved your children so much you did what was best for them. Now, if your children was taken away, and here's the difference, and I'm just going on what I saw. I don't know. I don't know if it's that girl now. I wasn't that damn interested. Now, if your children was taken away from you for some odd reason because you had an addiction and you couldn't provide for them, and they saw that the children was in need of being taken out of your home, placed in another home, so someone could provide for them and give them a better lifestyle, then you need to make a serious correction. And in this case, I can't tell people what to do, but I don't think that I would be on YouTube with my child drinking and smoking and doing all that cussing when I know I have had an incident in my life. If it's her, it's just me saying if it's her, if I have had something happen in my life that my children was taken away from me, I will work on corrective behavior to make sure that this child that I have in my custody is not taken away from me. But they get so caught up in this YouTube shit that you take away from your children. And what's really more important to you, or should be more important to you, you neglect by being on this YouTube trying to always defend yourself and compete and scream and holler and do whatever, you know? So I don't know.
I agree with that wholeheartedly, but your take on what a good parent is and what someone else is totally different, because I can disagree with what I see on her lives, what we witness with our own eyes, and I myself may say, now this shit ain't right. She knows she ain't right for doing that, but in her mind, she don't think it's a problem. I know many parents that smoke in front of their kids, that do a whole lot of shit in front of their kids, and still deem themselves as being a good parent. So it's what your definition of a good parent is. It's not going to be the same definition for everybody. She thinks she's a damn good parent. We see different, but that's our opinion. And we are not taking care of her child. So at the end of the day, do what you do. And I always put this example. Me and a best friend, when we used to smoke marijuana, I made it a point to never smoke in front of the children. If I was around and we were about to do that and kids was there, I wouldn't do it, because I thought that if kids do what they see. So I always made it a point to not do those type of things in front of my kids. However, now that our kids are grown, it was funny. It was very ironic that her child never smoked and mine did. And I didn't do it in front of him, but he still picked up that habit. She did that in front of hers, and she never picked up that habit. So it's a different cause and effect for every household.
I'm just saying, oh yeah, I hear what you're saying exactly, because I didn't smoke in front of mine and I smoked. I ain't lying. I'm just saying I can't tell her what to do. But as a mother, I would feel some kind of way if my daughter even heard people calling her the R word and talking about her, upkeep and stuff like that. Even talking about me as a mother, I would have a problem with that. So when they get on shit like that, I tend to leave. But if I hear a little bit of it and then it gets overwhelming, I leave, because I don't think that's the right thing to do. Hey, Kimberly.
It's something special about uppity. I ain't gonna even lie. And I don't want to, put no medical diagnosis on her. But for whatever reason, whatever you say to her, the shit, it slides off. Like, she does not take that. She don't retain information like the majority of people retain information. Even when it's right in her face, it's like she got blinders on. You can tell her, girl, clean your house, and she'll literally say, my house is clean. You understand? You're right. It's the delusional part of it all. So it's hard to even say what it is with her, because she don't see it unless she just literally purposely put the blinders on and don't give a damn what you think.
It ain't just so much uppity. It's just so it's not so much uppity because I really, girl, I just let that girl go in one ear and out the other because the delusion is unreal. But I just was thinking when we was speaking about empowerment, I don't see, and you know, I think Monty or you saying somebody was empower her, and I get it because they promoting her, you know, her to stay strong and don't worry about it. And they didn't speak on, and that was the right thing to do if they really like her and they run with her. However, my thing is I don't find empowerment when I'm on somebody's platform and you let someone drag me like that, you
Mm,
know, and even speak like that. I know this is the B sector. This is what they do. That's why I get all this women empowerment shit lost now,
mhm,
because my frame of mind is that this is the beef sector. There is no really empowerment over here, and you
mm,
just enjoy it as entertainment. And but when you need to log off, when you get too much, just log off. But I don't view this place as a place where you could come down here and empower people very much. And I wanted to shift to the next thing. What do you think about the gatekeepers, the OGs and stuff? I said we gonna talk about it all. I don't
yeah.
know how long I could be up here talking because I can't. In my basement, I have no freaking reception. That's why I don't go there. But go ahead.
Um, I think it's a true statement for everybody that believe it, because I look at my situation, period. You know, I've been
What's
down
the
here.
situation?
I've been over here for damn near 5 years,
Mm-hmm.
and the OGs, the heavy hitters who people consider, they don't support me. They don't share my videos. They don't,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and maybe it's because I don't hit their panels. I don't know what it
Mm-hmm.
is. They just don't see it for me. Or, I was listening to VS and she said people don't have the it factor. Maybe I just don't have the it factor. So, they support who they want. They put on who they want. So in a lot of ways, they consider themselves the gatekeeper over here.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'm gonna have to agree with that because people do
Really?
follow. Not saying I
I know what
believe
you're
that.
saying.
I'm just
Mm-hmm.
saying the consensus, the majority of
Mm-hmm.
the consensus over here is that is true because people do gravitate to them, and who they deem worthy, they
Mm.
share,
Mm-hmm.
they pour into, and who
Well,
they don't,
mhm.
they won't.
Well, I see some new people kind of coming up. And you know what I think? Stacy says she didn't know you was a content creator, BB. Go find your link, baby, and drop it. Yes, BB is, and she did a good live defending Jay Dunn. But anywho, let me just say this. I don't care about the gatekeepers and all that bullshit. I just think what it is people come out here and they start YouTube channels and they don't grab the crowds right away and they get a little frustrated. Now, I think that in order for you to be in this beef sector, if you go come down here and you go deliver positive content, you're not going to get as many as people you would like to get. However, if you stay consistent with it, people, when they get tired of listening to the mess, and they'll come over to you or they'll catch your replay. There's no need for people just to say, hey, I don't have the it factor. What's the fucking it factor? Who is anyone on here to tell me I don't have the it factor or you don't have the it factor? But I'm not here to dispute or scold what you just said. But I want to say this: you allow these people to make you believe you don't have the it factor. You
No,
just said
I
that.
never said that. I said that's what they believe. I don't
And you
believe that.
no, you said, and maybe I just don't have the it
No, I
factor.
said maybe they think I don't have the it factor.
Oh,
No, I'm
oh,
saying what they think.
oh,
It ain't, no, it ain't definitely what I think. I
I
know.
thought
Yes.
you said
No,
that.
no, 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 no.
Oh, I was
Mm.
about to say, oh, okay, baby. All right,
Mm-mm.
girl, I stand
That's
corrected.
what I'm saying, like the gatekeepers, their mentality. That's what I was trying to say.
No, I just think they have built this little nest over here, and this is the exact reason why you won't get no more than $3,000 to $5,000 a month. You won't get really great and big because these people have put in other people's heads. And remember, it's like television. Their job is to program you. A television is to program you all those shows, all those commercials, they are deemed necessary to program you to believe one thing. And I think people get to believe in that. And when they don't have the great amount of turnout, they don't become consistent enough, so they don't grow as they should. I believe well, yeah, you got to go through this person, or this person got to shout you out, or it makes you feel that way, because I have felt that way. See, I told you I have felt that way. Well, damn, nobody shares me out, and I go over there and support this person. I do this, and I'm just going to do this. I'm just going to come on here. If I have 25 people, it'll be okay. But the more that I come on, the larger my numbers grow, because people like hearing different content from different people. They like something about you, but you're not consistent with it. It's as if you're fighting and you're not fighting hard enough for yourself, because they have programmed you to think, oh, you got to come through me. I run this shit. I'm the gatekeeper. I'm the OG. Fuck all that. Just come down here and be you. Can't no one tell you where to go, when to do your live, when not to do your live, who to talk about, who not to talk about. Or if you talk about this person, they not going to support you, or they going to drag you. These people can't do a goddamn thing to you unless you allow them to. And that's a fact. I'm not speaking anything but facts. So you stunt your own growth. I don't have to go through anyone to come down here. I have to go through my cable.
Right.
I got to pay my bill, right?
That's right.
You see, down in my basement, my shit is struggling, so I have to go somewhere else. You got to pay, but I don't have to go through these people to come down here and hit my live button. Absolutely. I don't give a shit if it's 20 people. It's 20 people who believe in me and who want to listen to me. People have to stop being programmed. They're trying to program you to believe that they run a fucking sector. They these type of people, and you got to go through them. And if you don't go through them, then you can't get in. Get in where? Where's the fucking gate?
We already here. We in here already. So I believe that. I'm not consistent because I'm just lazy. I don't be feeling like it all the time. But when I feel like it, I just go in. I go out and I do my content and I get on. That's just me. I already know what's stunting my growth. It's not because of people. It's not because of the people I deal with or don't deal with. It's because of myself. I am the cause of what I bring, and what I guess me getting subscribers or whatever. So it's just me. I don't depend on them to get me where I need to go. I never did. I'm not that type of person. But I'm just thinking because of what I hear and what they say. That must be their consensus. That's all. That must be how they think. But no, I don't think that at all.
Thanks for the correction, BB Nice, because I surely thought I heard you. I was on.
Hell no.
So maybe I don't have the it factor. You have whatever factor God's giving you, and you could come down here and do a video. And whenever you get ready, you don't have to go through a motherfucking soul on here. No one. And I don't care. They could drag me today, tomorrow to Kingdom Come. They could send out all the dog whistles. They could flip their live when I come on, because they the bigger content creator. And then their sheeps could follow them. I don't give one damn. I like who I like. I support who I like. And whoever don't support me, that's fine with me. I'm not in the ass kissing business. I'm not in follow the leader business. I am an independent content creator. I uploaded a video the other day, and I'm sitting right here at this table 3 years ago. I said the same thing. I chose myself, and that's what I'm going to stick on. I'm not going to kiss your ass to get along, to get numbers. Because when people like you, they like you for who you are. And I just stuck with that. And that's what I'm going to stick with until I get tired of doing YouTube. I will not respect anybody who's the fucking gatekeeper. There's no gatekeeper. The only gate I come through is the gate outside. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I pay to come through that.
How low and low vibrational that is to even want
people believe that. They believe that shit. They believe that let me tell you something, BB. YouTube have made some of these nobodies believe that they are somebody because they have a little mass following that they believe they could say what the fuck they want, they could do what the fuck they want when they want to because they have a following that make them believe that they bigger than anything else. They can't do half of the shit that they do on YouTube in the real world. Trust and
Right.
believe. So because the real world don't accept you and deem you as being a certain person in society, you come on here and pretend like you have control. No one controls me. No one.
Right. Right. That's facts. You can get on here and become anyone, you know,
Yeah, but
because nobody can
yep.
see your real life. And that's what we got here. We got a lot of people here that, you know, powerless out in the real world. So when they come here and gain a little bit of power, that's everything to them.
And let me say something that I keep hearing, and I know Spiller Boy is in my, and maybe I don't remember this, but let me say this. My first video, I want to say that I ever got any real views in is thank you, baby. Thanks for joining me, Latasha. The very video that I got my first views on was me talking about Tasha K and Mob Radio. And I still speak highly of Tasha K and Mob Radio. No wonder, no matter what those women went through. But that was one of my videos that caught on because Mob Radio caught on to it, Tasha K, and I did that, right? But let me explain something. I have never ever been in no one's nation like that. When I first came here, I didn't really know what this YouTube, this beef sector thing was, and I jumped in there and I used to follow Five Babe, and I said that. But as far as Five Babe kicking me out, you can't kick me out. No goddamn YouTube is an entertainment application. However, I did like Five Babe at first. Of course, I don't care for her now, and she don't care for me, and we went our separate ways. I don't talk about her, she don't talk about me. But as far as me getting kicked out of somewhere, I hear Spiller Boy say this quite often. Maybe something happened that I don't remember. But it's a video I did saying to Five Babe that I could no longer follow her because I had planned on going to 5K. No, I really liked Five Babe at the very beginning, and I liked Spiller Boy. I used to watch his swipe left, right, and I used to watch Five Babe, and then I started learning what this beef sector shit was about. And I did the video, and it was mainly me saying that I could not fuck with her because of the way she was doing Rita. Believe it or not, I told y'all I had liked Rita from day one. And I said I could no longer support her. So where's this kick? She kicked me out of Babe Nation. And I said all this other stuff. I don't remember. You guys gonna have to get a video. I even went through my videos to see where she had kicked me out of, quote, the nation. I've never got that much deep into it that I allow people to make me feel as though that I was a part of something so great that if you dismissed me off a YouTube application, I would be broken. I probably went on about my damn way and didn't pay much attention, but from day one, I have always chose me. I have never chose to be part of any camp. I appreciate those who shouted me out in the beginning, who helped me get over my 1,000. Brianna, I always say I'm ever so grateful to her. But do I owe her really any loyalty or anything like that? Absolutely not. Do I run up, with certain camps? I don't, you guys. I just come on here and do my thing. And then when I cut this live off, I go about my real business.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah.
So
And that
no
is
one
what it
controls
is.
us. It is what it is. I know you in real life. We don't always agree. We just disagree here. And you'll say to me, no, Tiva, I don't see it like that. And sometimes me, you, and Diva could go strong behind the scenes, And then sometimes I show you a different perspective and you show me a different perspective, and we respect that. Just like we do here, we do in real life.
Absolutely. That's what
Yep.
it's supposed to be. That's what you call a dialogue.
A
Everything
dialogue.
is not going to always be in agreement. It's
Mhm.
not supposed to. If we thought the same way, damn it, then what? What are we, twins? What are you, my clone? Like,
Yeah, no
like we're not
kidding.
supposed to.
No kidding.
It's just
But
that some people can't take another
mhm.
person's opinion or critique about them. It's
And some
very
people,
hard.
right, it is. And you could take me quite a bit. I have to say, BB Nice, you disagree with me quite a bit.
I,
But then I'll be trying to get my point across too, so you can see things
no, but you
in a
give me
different.
another way of thinking, of seeing things, and because I can be very naive to a lot of things because my
Oh yeah,
intentions are always pure,
always
and
good.
that can be a strength and a weakness at the same time depending on where I am. So you always bring it back full circle for me, because I may not have been thinking, I may have been
Ooh,
very green on a lot of things, and you bring it back like, no, that ain't what it is.
you and Diva both. I've taught
Right.
Diva quite a bit, and she say that. And I've taught you quite a bit when it comes to this YouTube game.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it is a game. It is a game, you guys. It's a game. And here's the unfortunate thing for it is so many people that want to belong and want attention and feel the need that they need someone else, that they'll do anything just to belong. Where I'm the type of person that I've never even been a follower. I don't even keep up with the fashions. I've always just been me. And I refuse to let somebody, control and manipulate me, you
Mm-hmm.
know.
Mm-hmm.
And I see where people want to control and manipulate you here. And if they can't manipulate you, they dispose of you. And
Right.
that's how it goes. And there's no ifs, ands, or but. When they can't use you for what they need, they will dispose of you. No one really have no solid, locked in 100 relationship. Everyone here are just co-workers, like they said, to be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
They
Right.
they just co-workers. And I don't view people like that. Even though I come down here and I'm on YouTube, I don't play with feelings like that. I can't play with you, BB Nice, coming down here and call me all kind of bitches and talk about my motherhood and talk about my misfortunes and stuff like that, and then skin and grin in your face and be all right and be on a platform. But see, this is part of the game. But that game could get you real mucked up, you
And
know?
yep,
And
that's how
so
I had to learn how to do
we don't,
it.
yeah,
We the
yeah.
same on that. I can't do that.
Yeah,
I
I
can't do
just can't do it. And
it.
maybe I'll never grow over here, and I'm fine with that, because I can't never kiss ass. And I'm definitely not gonna let no young motherfucker who older than me, these people on here, tell me what to do and how to do it. Excuse my expression, y'all. Oh God, forgive me. I might private this video.
Yeah.
I'm definitely not gonna let nobody tell me what to do, and they younger than me, and I'm following them into darkness.
But you
I'm
are,
not
but
doing it.
you do, but you have grown, and you are growing because you started from zero and look where you are. I started from zero and now I have 800 people that do like my content. So that's
Please make
growth
sure.
to me.
Please make sure y'all go to subscribe to BB Nice. Now I'm gonna say this in front of y'all. We're not very consistent, BB Nice, and that's why we lose at this game. We don't even have to play the game like them. We could just come. You just be yourself. Show up and be yourself. Talk
Yeah.
about whatever. It's just that we're not consistent at it. If you notice, they come on. A lot of people come on every day. Content. Tasha K. She's on every day. My radio. She's on every day. You got these people over here, they on every day. So it's really consistency help you grow and network, and they go outside other areas, you know. And so you have to offer the people something. But
Right.
again, I just think it's a lot of group think over here. And when you're an individual thinker, you don't, you're not the popular kid over here. You
Hey,
know, when
that's okay. I'll take it.
yeah. Where
I'll
did
take
that get Tasha K?
I
Ego
was
and
about to
false
ask
sense of security. Huh?
you, but that's what I wanted to ask you. What's your take on Tasha
Tasha K?
K's last video with her crying about Cardi B? That was very interesting to me.
Well, it was interesting. I looked at it two ways for the most part. I looked at it being humble.
Mhm.
Um, ego. She absolutely did something. She pushed her ego aside. aside, and she talked about something that was dear to her, that she had heard Cardi B. Now, does Tasha regret probably saying some of that shit? Not because it's the $4 million, but just she probably regrets saying some of it. I don't think. Please don't schedule lives and don't show up. The grinds my gear. Oh, I
I know
don't
that's
think it was kissing ass to get out of $4 million, because she won't get out of that. Cardi B is not going to forgive her. But perhaps something Cardi B said really struck, a nerve with Tasha K and made her come out here and actually basically ask Cardi for forgiveness. That's how I saw it. Let
right.
me put my ego aside and ask her for forgiveness. It ain't even about the money. It's just that I know I did you wrong, and I want to apologize to you in a certain way. That's how I looked at it. I didn't call her weak. I thought she pushed her ego aside, because she got one hell of an ego. She got one hell of an ego. And I
Yeah.
think she wanted, yeah, I exactly beginning hit it. I think she needed to release that to be free, because she held on to it so long
Mm-hmm.
because of her ego. So I believe she just wanted Cardi to know that message. Whenever Cardi says she feel like unaliving herself or something, I think that was the opportunity that Tasha K needed to say, hey, listen, don't do that. It ain't worth it, sister. Keep pushing. I know I've been a cause of some of your pain, probably somewhere down the line, but forgive me, but you still don't need to see it. Life don't get that hard that you want to unalive yourself. I didn't think it was about her trying to get out the $4 million at all. What you think about it, babes?
Um,
Tell
I
me.
do think I think that she does have some reservations about what she said to her, but I have heard her tell other people kill yourself. So it was kind of mixed. It was a mixed bag of nuts for me. Why are you so
Mm.
empathetic to Cardi B wanting to kill herself when you have
Oh, wait, stop using that word. Stop using
oh
it
wanting
yourself.
to off
Unalive herself.
okay.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Why are you so
Mhm.
sensitive now to Cardi
Mm.
wanting to unalive herself, but I have actually heard you tell other people to unalive themselves. It was just something about it. And
Mm.
so I did go into it at first thinking like,
Mhm.
wow, she's really having a moment. And she could have very well at that moment, but I don't think that's her. That was just her moment.
And so okay, so let's take it back there. You said that was just her moment. Well,
That was
Monty
her
said
moment.
earlier, in that moment, she felt like supporting a certain content creator to empower her, because she thought what someone else was doing to her was vicious. So she felt like in that moment. So sometimes we act in the moment. And
Yeah.
perhaps Tasha K acted in the moment. Now, was it genuine? I can't say.
Yeah.
Because again, she's an actress too. She just did this major show, one of her
Mhm.
major show in Florida. So I don't know. I think it was an opportunity for her to apologize to her.
Yeah.
And that was her way of apologizing to her. I do believe that she may have harbored some feelings. Even, it was a $4 million hit. Shit, that's gonna hurt that girl. But was it the hit, or she knew she was wrong by saying all that about that girl and doing so much to her? And you don't never know the pressures of people. The pressures of life get to you. That's why I say log off of this damn YouTube. When because I don't care what anyone say, when you are constantly the butt of the joke, or being berated, or being cussed at, yelled at, talked about, your kids talked about, you gonna start feeling some kind of way, you know
Yeah.
and that's when you have to make a decision to log off and to do something different. And
Mhm.
Tasha K could have backed off of Cardi B, and she didn't. So now she probably felt like this was an avenue to tell her she apologized, but she did it in that form and fashion.
Yeah. Yeah, I can.
Okay.
But you know what? You're right. Because look, if you're going to embarrass me in public, you need to
Mhm.
apologize in public.
She did it. That
And
was
she
her way
did
of doing it.
right. That's
That
what I mean.
was her way
Like,
of doing it.
and she did that. So
Yep.
yeah.
That was her. And so, right, if she, so beginning say, I think if Cardi did off herself, she would feel guilty. She would feel some kind of way. So
Mhm.
maybe she just wanted it to get out to Cardi B. Hey, I'm gonna still pay you your 4 million. She said it ain't about the money, but in the reality, she don't have 4 million. She don't have 4 million.
Mhm.
Now, can she get 4 million? I don't know. I think even though Tasha K did what she did, and for whatever reason, I think Tasha K, she is one hell of a woman. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't think I could have been through some of the stuff she's been through and still remain who she was. She's
Right.
strong willed, and her ego sometimes her ego will cost her, and it did cost her. However, she's one hell of a businesswoman. She didn't stop, she
Absolutely.
didn't let go, she kept going.
Kept going. Yeah.
Yeah, she kept
Yeah.
going. So
Yeah.
I don't know, but in that, so I wish Tasha K well. She just had a sold out show in Miami, so she's doing different things. She need to repent for all her sins, like we all do. Some of us just don't know when to stop and when to turn the camera off.
True indeed. And
You
when you
know
repent, you have to start anew. You can't repent and
exactly,
go back and do the same thing that you once did.
exactly,
So
exactly.
you gotta start anew.
You
That's
got
that.
to start anew. And some people don't. They say they sorry and they come back and do the same thing.
Mhm.
You got to be careful of that. Relationships are strange. And I'm in this with this one, in relationships, and I see it on this YouTube ship and what's going on now. And I wanted to wrap this in before I got too deep off into something else. In relationships, some people just don't want to let you go.
Mm.
And when they see that you are tired of being abused, in my marriage, I'm tired of being abused. I'm packing up and I'm taking my kids and I'm hitting the road, right?
Mhm.
The other party know at that point they done truly messed up somewhere. And they'll do anything. And this is what's going on here in this YouTube thing where we watch it. They'll do anything to get you back. And when they can't get you back, they'll start trying to tear you down more in front of people so somebody else won't want you.
Mm.
And
Mm.
that's what's going on here, baby.
I
They'll
see.
start
I hear
tearing
you.
you down. They'll start doing whatever they do. They'll start coming at whoever they come after because they don't want anyone else to want you because now you have left them. And that's a serious relationship. And sometimes that could be dangerous. Let's not forget it. Because sometimes people could want you so bad and they don't want someone else to have you if they don't see that they tearing you down and that you're not becoming victim of their destruction, then they seek other ways to get at you. So people need to be very careful with some of these relationships because some people will stop at nothing. It becomes like a cancer.
Mm.
And I told y'all this when my girlfriend, old man, unalived her. I knew it was going to lead up to that point to a certain extent. And I watch relationships, and even with these YouTube relationships, when you give people so much power over you and then you snatch your power back from them, they don't know what to do. I could see that her leaving him was like a cancer, it was eating him up.
Mhm.
He thought about it day and night. Every day he started drinking more. He started smoking more. He started calling out to people more. And no one really paid much attention to what was about to happen.
Mm.
Now, I didn't know exactly he was going to go on that girl's job and commence to piercing her about, I think it was 20 something times. I was a
Mm.
witness to, called as a witness. I didn't know that was going to happen, but I saw the cancer eating him up.
Mm.
Some people just can't let you be,
Yeah.
especially if you were good to them
Mhm.
and you was good for them. And
Mhm.
now that you have removed yourself out of that relationship, their lives, and to them, things has not changed, They want you back. And because they can't have you back, they'll do anything to destroy you.
I totally agree. That's why
And that's what's happening here on this YouTube streets. I
you have
watch these relationships.
you have to set boundaries and you cannot ignore red flags.
Exactly. That part of healing, acknowledge your part in the situation. Exactly, Kim. Yeah, and they don't have boundaries. They don't set boundaries. There is no boundaries over here. Everyone just free willies. Now, I'm sure that a couple of people probably dragged me today. I'm gonna get ready to get off here. Told you my back is really bothering me. I'm gonna go back and lay down.
Thank
And
you for having me, Miss Tiva. This was really a good live, and I appreciate it. And I appreciate everyone that subscribed to my channel today. I appreciate everyone who engaged in the conversation, and I just enjoyed this. I always enjoy it over here.
thank you, and I enjoy you. And I saw your lives. We'll talk behind the scene, baby girl. I truly love you. I have
Okay.
a love for you. I'm gonna get
All
ready
right,
to wrap this up.
okay,
I'm
I'm
gonna get
getting
ready to
off.
wrap
I'll
it up.
see you down in the chat.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you, baby. You right, Kimberly. Her eagles. Sometime our eagles will destroy us. And again, when I look at some of these live, these videos, these people, and I know it's entertainment, however, it's real life. It's real life because this is the life we live every day. We come on here, we engage with each other, we watch this foolishness, this entertainment. You got people who really believe that they are powerful because the subs allow them to believe that they powerful and they have that much direct control over you. No one has direct control over but God and you. Um, I'm going to watch this. I'm sure that people probably won't like the way I said what I said today, but I meant that there are no gatekeepers over here. Y'all fool your own damn self. Look at me, my t-shirt. Sorry. I'm not buying it. No one could tell me when to flip my camera on, when to cut it off, where to go, who to watch, what to do. I am controlling my own life. Me and God. God and I, God first and then me. So I'm going to continue to do what I do. Don't think because you're a small content creator, you can't flourish and you can't grow because you're not part of the in crowd. The in crowd is you. You compete with no one but yourself. I've been doing that all my life. I don't keep up with the Joneses. I keep up with myself and I continue to do myself over here. And that's what I'm going to do. You might not like it. You might not like what I say, and that's okay. I don't beg anyone to come over here, but know this, you don't have to go through anyone to get on. You know, you just get on. Just get on and do your thing. The only reason why you're not flourishing and you're not growing is because you're not consistent and you're not networking. But you don't have to just network here. We saw that yesterday in Ladies Nika's thing. She had people from other sectors. And that's what I did like about she had judges from other sectors. So you don't have to compete just here. Go and network. If you really want to get serious about this, go and network. Compete with other people. I mean, go over there and meet other people, not compete with other people. You guys, I'm getting tired. I'm gonna get ready to get out here, take me some medication. Thank you so much to the content creators who joined me. I'm sure this wasn't one of my favorites. I might private this because I think I got a little heated when I was talking about some things because I can't get into that. I can't get into, talking about these kids like this. I just can't get into it. And I can't imagine myself as a mother not protecting my children. Playing or no playing, you can't play like that with mine, okay? With that being said, thanks for joining me. I'm going to try to play my outro. Please make sure you hit that like, support BB Nice. BB Nice link was in the description. That was Diva went and grabbed the one and went and grabbed it. Y'all make sure y'all support BB Nice. Don't forget, no matter how small you are powerful as you think you are. The little train or the little engine that could. You are the little engine that could. Just keep going, you guys. with that one, I'm gonna try to get out here. Let's see. You know, I'm on this phone because my damn downstairs